Next tonight, I think many of us have felt lonely at some point in the last couple of years, haven't we? So it's probably no surprise to hear that loneliness has got worse during the pandemic. A South Yorkshire charity is matching volunteers with older people living nearby to try and make a difference. Befriend have more than 700 pairings and say demand is higher than ever. Here's Mark Ansell.
I was very low this spring. I think it really got a hold of me, all this lockdown business. I've just lost 2 friends recently who I used to ring up regularly, so they've left a hole. So I've got really down in the dumps.
90-year-old Margaret Brown from Tick Hill was becoming more and more lonely during the pandemic. That was until she was paired up with volunteer befriender Diane.
It's nice that you and I get a chance to get together and have a good old gossip.
They meet up every week.
It's just knowing somebody's going to call and I can have a natter.
Well, yes, I'm sorry, Margaret.
Brightens me up. We always have a giggle, don't we?
We've had such a lot of fun together so far.
Diane's one of more than 700 volunteers in South Yorkshire who the charity Befriend match with isolated older people to combat loneliness.
I think I get just as much out of this as Margaret gets out of it. And Margaret's right, we have become friends and we will be friends for a long time now. I know that I'm helping somebody who could be lonely. It's something to look forward to once a week for me as well.
The Office for National Statistics found that before the pandemic, 5% of adults suffered with loneliness often or always. Compare that with during COVID, and that level jumps to 7.2% of adults. So it's not surprising demand for help from the charity Befriend has gone through the roof.
The pandemic sort of really brought into focus. I think we've all, at some point, had a feeling of what it's like, what isolation means, being stuck in the house, not being able to do anything or see anyone. This is the reality for so many older neighbours.
Margaret's life is on the up thanks to Diane, but there are so many more isolated older people needing some company. The charity Befriend wants more volunteers to come forward so no one is left lonely. Mark Ansell, BBC Look North, Tick Hill in Doncaster.